Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Jacksonville State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're gonna split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. Quickly complete. Tackled after picking up the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Catch in the middle. It's Wang.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Coming after him. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So Kennesaw State's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Just a short pass to the tight end. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out in the end zone was not a good one. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to throw, it's Morris. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown. And that's pretty much what just happened there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Quarterback moving. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. first down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. He'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy.
And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State.
That's a risky play call there. 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football. But when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Morris. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Run in the red zone, it's Williams. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. On the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound.
And the ball squirted out. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Number 1, with the grab and the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Morris. He's right on target. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass. Going for it all. And that one is picked off in the end end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Grab near the sticks. It's Rousseau. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. And he rolls into the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 25 over Wisconsin. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Back to throw, it's Morris. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Third and short, I don't mind the play call. Running the RPO, giving the quarterback the option. Could he have pulled it and maybe made that decision a little bit different? He decided to give it to the running back. The defense was ready, got the big stop, forces the fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll pull it down. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. He leaves it with his back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Brings up second down.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now he's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Caught near the sticks. It's Rousseau. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can.
Touchdown, Owls! And the beatdown has ensued. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. All wideouts, no backs. Back to the air one more time. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to pass, it's Morris. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by a field goal over Utah. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Looking left. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. It's Morris. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.